Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's just me playing a bit of murder mystery. I figured that maybe we could just kind of chill, with just me, because why not? Um, there's nothing in particular. Actually, that's a lie. I did want to say that, maybe we could go over a bit of, Lethal's backstory, perhaps? Because I feel like even though, like, some of it's been stated and it's kind of been, like, a bit thrown around, I guess you could say, in episodes or videos, whatever you want to call them, episodes, video. Okay, I'm sorry, I did not expect that, that's why I stopped. Episodes, videos, whatever. But, at this, oh my gosh, I can't speak. At the end of this, I may also be doing a tier list of, like, characters that would know lethal. Of course, I'll give an explanation as to how or why. Like, for example, Lou would be a fairly close friend to Lethal. Well, Toby, not so much. But, okay, backstory. Because, yes. Feel free to ask any questions, too, in the comment section if you're generally curious, or, like, if I do get to the tier list, if there's any people or creepypastas that you would want to know how she would react to them, just let me know. I cannot get any coins. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so, Lethal. Let's go. So basically, Lethal was born into a family of, well, born, as in her mother passed away during her birth, which she was born February 16th, I think, if I remember. Can't give a year because I honestly don't know. Year doesn't really matter anyways, they don't really remember. I'd imagine Lethal doesn't even know her age. Even though it's, like, I've stated that, like, her birthday is, or not her birthday, she's 15, technically that's, like, how old she remembers being. Like, that's her last birthday, I guess, that she remembers. Because really, when I'd imagine that working with them, and this is just like a canon, you don't have to like actually think this or not, but they don't like age anymore. Like they do, but they don't. Are you serious? No one died. Okay. Back to story. So Lethal was born into a family. Her brothers, Levi and Zane, and her father. Mother died during her birth, so she never knew her mother. Um, I just kind of pick a random map, so that's why. But as I was saying, she never knew her mother because her mother died during her birth. Uh, hmm. Oh yes. So she grew up around her brothers and her father. Now, of course, as you can probably tell from context clues in the videos, her father was not the best person. He wasn't like, ooh, I'm a sheriff. I'm not good at being a sheriff, so this is gonna go wrong in so many levels. See, two people who already died. This is how I know I'm just bad. But, her father, like, they weren't the richest family, but they weren't, like, the poorest either, I guess you could say. Um, Lethal's, like, school, I guess, was okay, to say the least. Like, she didn't really have anyone to talk to. Shatter Brothers, that's really the only people she, like, communicated with, unless it was her father and they were arguing or whatever. Her father was like, huh, I wonder if that's that girl that just passed. If that was even a girl, I wasn't really paying much attention. Her father was like, what I'd say, not a heavy, not a heavy drinker, but, like, he'd still get drunk, very obviously. Um, so, yeah, not a heavy drinker. Uh, so basically, stuff like that went down, not a good father, yada yada. She was really close with her brothers, more so Zane than Levi, though. Um, I like Chroma. However you pronounce that, I don't know. Um, Like, don't get me wrong, all three of them were close, but she was just closer to Zane. Zane was more I'd imagine Zane as more of a protective sibling. While, or not Zane, Levi. I got confused. Sorry. Levi is more of a protective sibling, and, like, Zane more of the. Of course, Zane's still protective too, but, more like the chill sibling of the brother. Ow, there's a wall. That turn did not go well for me at all. Okay. Wish I knew what they were talking about. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yes. I still don't remember. Uh, and this is why you don't let you. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so speaking of which, relationships, that's basically it. Not really. Never has been in, like, a relationship, as in, like, a dating relationship. I don't really, relatively speaking, I'm not directly sure how lethal would even, like, her sexuality or anything. Like, honestly, I have no idea. Possibly bi? I don't know. I'd have to think more about that one. That's something I haven't really thought about. But, back to business. So basically, on the day of when everything went bad, Lethal wasn't having a good day, as is. Um, in which I think I've said it, I don't remember. Might have said it somewhere else. But, her brothers, whenever something bad were to go down between Lethal and her father, would go, like, take her out to get, like, ice cream or something, just so, you know, she could get away from him. Because, of course, the brothers were not stupid. They knew, like, yo, this man is not good for our sister, even though he's her father. Like, they don't like. Oh, there's a lot of murder happening. Okay. Um, should I be run, they said. Run, they said. Who is it? Oh. Oh. Okay. I went silent. I'm sorry, guys. That happens when I'm going, like, major concentration mode. It's just like, I have to concentrate. There's killers somewhere. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so they'll basically take her out for, ice cream or something to get away from her father because they know, she honestly does not need to be near him. So as the bigger brothers, they take that into responsibility. Um, which is, of course, sibling-like, obviously, close siblings. Basically on the day, there was, like, I don't really want to go into that much detail. So, she wasn't having the best day at school. She wasn't bullied or anything that day. But, well, that's a lie. But we won't get into that. Um, just not having a good day, per se. And, she got home, sh she didn't see her father's vehicle, which it could have been in the garage, so that's kind of Lethal's own fault for not realizing that. But, her father had actually been drinking, and, well, her being younger than her brothers at that time, her brothers would get home a bit later, because, well, I mean, they can drive or they can work, stuff like that. Um, well, actually, can Levi drive? Levi's old enough to drive. I mean, technically, Lethal could have started learning how to drive. Hmm. Okay. So, yes. Which, relatively speaking, I thought that person had a knife. I was about to start freaking out. Is it techno? Surely it's not techno. I'd cry. But, oh, okay. Um, so basically, as I was saying, where I continuously get distracted over and over again, which is gonna happen a lot. Um, wasn't a good day. She came home. She didn't see her father's vehicle, but the vehicle was in the garage. Um, her brothers would probably not. I didn't even mean to vote for that, but okay. As I was saying, um, brothers would not get home till later, so that's great. So she entered the house, of course. Now she opened the door very quietly, as to not like draw attention, because I mean, you never know, right? Something could have happened, car could have wrecked, anything like that. I'd imagine Lethal would be a person to like. Would it be overthink? I don't know if you could say overthink, but she would like roll out different possibilities of anything that could happen. Um, which in a way I'd say is like a really good like thing if you think about it, especially if you're like a proxy, which Lethal is not, even though she worked for Zalgo. Um, that would be like really good for her to roll out certain stuff like that. Anyways, as I was saying, so she was very quiet with opening the door. Is that Foxy? I got distracted and the Foxy killed me! Okay, as I was saying, so she opened the door very quietly. In entering. Now, as soon as she opened the door, she could tell something immediately was not. Like, it smelled heavily of alcohol. So that was obviously a sign that, oh, her father was home. Now, she couldn't, like, see him because of how their house is, like, made up, so the front door isn't directly, like, it's a hall and then it's the living room. But, like, yeah. So that's why she couldn't see her father immediately, but she guessed he was in the living room. Now, the issue was that you had to go through the living room to get to her room. That in itself was not good, and she knew for a fact that her brothers were not going to be home anytime soon. However, the safest place for her at that time in which she thought was her room, because she couldn't stay outside. Because, well, I mean, it was an open area, that's just not good, and she just, lethal. A lethal moment, like I said, she wasn't having a good day. So she decided to take it upon herself, and she was gonna try. Maybe if she was quiet and her father was asleep, she could get by. Who even? It was her! She could get by him and whatnot. But, okay, I guess I voted for the museum. Okay, she could get by him without a problem and they wouldn't have to worry about anything. Wrong. As soon as she entered the living room, she, in which she was hoping her father was asleep, he was not, um, immediately gained her father's attention. Of course, not good, because he was drunk, and he's what I would say as an abusive drunk. Um, so that's not good. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Okay. No! Anyways, I was saying, so he's an abusive drunk. So, of course, Lethal immediately took into consideration, oh, this is not gonna go well. I don't want to get too graphic with this story, so I'm gonna, like, of course, keep a few things out for just YouTube problems, if you know what I mean. Um, so basically that happened, an argument broke out. Of course, Lethal, bold. That's all I'm gonna say. Bold. Um, very bold. That happened, yada yada. Now, lucky for Lethal, which not at the same time, um, well, would I say lucky? Because technically it happened after, so, hmm. Would it be considered lucky? I don't know. Okay, so basically what happened was the father ended up, I guess it's relatively speaking, like, kind of how it started. I don't think this is, like, actually the day in which it took place, because, of course, with the car wreck and everything, I know who it is, I just don't know where he went. Anyways, as I was saying, so basically that was kind of the breaking. Actually, no, this would be the same day that. Yeah, this is the same day. I'm getting myself confused. I don't actually have anything written like by me or like typed out by me, so I'm like having to go with memory here, and that's not very good. So anyways, as I was saying, um, her father did end up throwing a beer bottle at her, and which is like not one of those cans, like a glass beer bottle. He missed. Lucky him. However, not before Lethal's brothers got home, in which they heard the commotion outside, so they kind of already had an idea of what was going down, so they were actually preparing to leave. However, just as they were about to open the door, they did hear the sound, like, of glass shattering, aka the glass hitting Lethal, but shattering. Meaning it was pretty loud, because I think that's totally realistic. I have no idea. I'm gonna hope it's realistic. It sounds realistic in my head, so yeah, that kind of happened. So they immediately rushed in because, well, I mean, their little sister could be hurt. They didn't really care for their father. Like, they had lost respect in him by a landslide, after the way he would treat Nova. So, she realized I switch up between calling her Lethal and between calling her Nova. My bad. Whoops. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, so they, like, lost all respect that they had for their father after he had been treating Lethal bad. So, of course, that also has issue. And they knew how he treated Lethal, and they couldn't do anything about it because, I mean, their father had threatened him as well, you know? So it's basically like that. So they rushed into the house to see Lethal basically, trying to get away from their father, just not trying to get hurt anymore because, well, hold on, let me backtrack that. I feel like that wasn't, backtrack. So basically, the father had already left the room. Well, was leaving the room, I'd say. Doesn't take him too long, but he was drunk, so he's got, like, yeah, we won't get into that. Well, Letha was just kind of, I wouldn't say she was, like, frozen, because, I mean, this wouldn't be the first time that that's happened to her, ever, not even the third, but, I don't know why I ran past that. But, hmm. Basically, things, yada yada, comfort, stuff like that. Okay, well, stuff like that. They basically, the brothers decided, hey, we're just. They didn't actually, of course, end up getting ice cream. No, no, they did not end up getting ice cream at all. So that's wonderful. They decided to go out, and Zane was gonna drive, and he did drive. Now, keep in mind, it was just a bit after school, so it was like busy traffic, after school traffic, stuff like that. Uh, I hate this map, but it's such a large map at the same time, so I really like it when I'm not like murderer or sheriff. As I was saying, so they went out. It was busy traffic, so it was a weekday, so it's gonna be busy. There's gonna be vehicles going in and out of different places. So Zane decided to go, of course, and the way they were going to get ice cream. Wait, were they? Did I say they were going to get ice cream? Honestly, I don't know. Since I'm basically just spouting out words, I have no idea. But, yeah, ice cream. We're just gonna go with it. I did say that they were gonna get ice cream because I don't remember. But, Zane decided to take a bit of a. He basically wanted to get there quicker because obviously it was the pig! At least it wasn't Techno. Blood. Okay. Um, as I was saying, they Zane decided that they were gonna go out and he was basically going to take a detour to get to the place they were going to get ice cream at quicker, so that he wanted to get there quicker. He just wanted, because honestly, Lethal would be panicking in a bit. She'd still be kind of out of it. Not really panicking, but she would be out of it. Please don't be murder. I don't want to kill anyone right now. I'm explaining. I don't have time to think about murder. But, why did she stop? That's what I'm wondering. I knew it. That was just suspicious. She, like, stopped and was watching me. Okay, so basically, they decided to take a detour. Now, little did they know, a big 18-wheeler was gonna be coming around, and as with other cars. Now, when they were about to turn, there were only a few, whoa, okay. Just a few, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I know the word, but I don't know the word. And I hate when that happens, because I need to know the word. But, let's just say they were a few minutes away. Away from where they were going. So Zane was about to make a turn. And he was paying attention, right? Okay, so he was, like, starting to slow down. Sort of. Not directly. But then this 18-wheeler was coming by, and well, of course, this is something you should never do. Fun fact. I know I don't drive yet myself, but I've been taught not to, and if I do, and I've watched videos of it, trust me, you're not supposed to pull in front of an 18-wheeler if they have not slowed down. Fair reason, because it takes them a long time to get, slow down, because they're big vehicles. But, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. So I don't think I need to say anymore. I mean, if I need to, I guess I could. But I feel like I don't need to. But I'll kind of give a bit of an... I'll say it. So basically, car pulled in front of 18-wheeler. 18-wheeler tried to stop. Failed ultimately. Crashed into the car. This would in turn basically caused like a big... Because it was like traffic. So, trafficy area, like I said. These vehicles are not going to have enough time to slow down before a wreck occurs. Now, did Lethal's vehicle flip? Yes, it flipped, okay? I cannot give you a number of times it flipped, but it did flip. Because I didn't think about how many times it flipped, I just knew it flipped. Look, it may be that person, but I'm not 100%, and it makes me nervous. Okay, so, Lethal's vehicle did flip. Which is, lovely. I've gotten into it before where the vehicle's almost flipped. Very nice. That is terrifying when that happens. There wasn't relatively much to do, because really, it was a really hard collision. Like, a pile-up like that, there was probably, honestly, a lot of vehicles. Like, I cannot give you a number, but there was at least 4 vehicles involved, and that is including the 18-wheeler. So... trying to figure out who it is. Oh, Lord. Oh! Called it. Okay. Okay, so basically I was saying, very large pile-up, obviously a deadly pile-up, as there were Lethal's brothers died, Lethal almost died, but not actually. She would come out, definitely not unscathed, but alive. So, miraculously, because, yeah, I don't know how, but she did. Um, she was probably, I'd like to say she probably went into a coma for a little bit, honestly. Um, before she was woken. She woke up herself, not woken. That's not the right word. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Um, it's Sonic. Okay. Not Silver. I honestly prefer Silver to Sonic. Like, come on, like, Sonic is so, like, overrated, and then you have Silver. Silver's better, in my eyes. We're not gonna get into that argument, because that's not what this is about. This is supposed to be about creepypasta, not Sonic. Okay. Um, so Lethal woke up after being comatose for a little bit. Um, of course, she didn't know where her brothers were at that current point in time, and she knew what happened. It's Tails! It's Tails! I never thought that I would say that. I never thought I'd say that Tails is a killer. Oh my gosh. It's Tails! Hello? I'm stuck, I can't get out. The panic! I don't have a weapon, but it's Tails. Where did the fox go? There's Sonic, but where's Tails? Yeah! There we go! Haha, Sonic! Okay. So, as I was saying, Lethal did not know where her brothers were. She knew what happened. Of course, nurses came in and, stuff like that. Just stuff you would normally do, okay? After being woken up, coma, in a car wreck, I don't know how to explain it. I've never actually been in a coma and in the hospital due to, like, a wreck or something, so I cannot explain that. My bad. Um, please don't be murder. I don't want to be murder. Come on. Oh, no, it went down. Okay, good. Oh, yes, go down. Go down. Go more down. Okay. Um, so Lethal was getting annoyed at the doctors. Okay? She was. Because she had continuously asked where her brothers were her brothers okay? Oh, kill me. I don't want to be murderer, but if I have to, like, I literally don't want to. I cannot focus. Whoa. No, that's so bad. That is so bad. How did these people die? I didn't even do anything. I mean, hey, if they would have died like that, I'm not complaining. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, lucky girl. Okay, well, this game is scuffed. Like, this one is 100% scuffed. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, at all. Eliminate all players. Right, I'm sorry. Shoot me. Kill me, please. I've been kind of under the radar, but not directly. I can't focus. I don't like going silent at all. So, like, lucky dude, lucky dude, lucky dude, lucky dude. Lucky dude, idiot dude, haha! Okay, what is happening? What is happening? What? Hello? Hi. What are you doing? What is happening? There's too many people here. I don't know what to do. Oh. Oh! Oh, no! Me just having. I had to. I was getting impatient. I'm sorry. Sonic! No! Okay, I deserve that. I did deserve that. I cannot focus. I went silent. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I don't even know if this is gonna be delayed or not, but it's okay. So, basically. Yes, I know. I know. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so basically she was. No, without getting distracted, she was basically saying, basically is my new favorite word now. Apparently, she was wanting to know where her brothers were, and the nurses were not telling her. So she did end up flipping out on them and basically demanding where her brothers were. Now, the issue with that is her brothers had died. Okay, and she didn't know that. So that was the problem, right? Her brothers are dead. She just woke up, and of course, they did not want to tell her. However, technically, I guess I don't know if they like had to. I don't know how it works. Like I've said, hasn't happened to me. Um, but I wonder how long I can just stand here and like. So basically, what had happened was they did tell her. Okay, they did tell her that she had like they died. Like they were not, they were 6 feet under, right? However, of course, that did not go without problems. I'm looking around me to make sure there's not a murder. Okay, she didn't think that. She didn't say anything really after that. She was more like nonverbal, of course, but she did blame the doctors. Now, why did she blame the doctors? You may ask. Lethal is lethal. Um, and of course her brothers were like the closest family she had at all, and like friends too. So she, of course, really, really, really good relationship with siblings. I wish I had that. Lucky lethal. Lucky lethal. No, I'm sorry to realize trauma. Trauma. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Whoa. Uh, okay then. As I was saying. So, I'm just gonna sit here. Like, I'm not gonna get kicked because I'm moving, but like. So basically, she demanded that. She was out of the hospital a bit after. Um. No, no. She was out of the hospital a bit after that. Of course, her father did not visit her at all. She was not able to get any contact from her father. Like, there was not, at all. As in, I did not say that correctly at all. Sorry. The doctors, or the authorities, whatever you want to say, were not able to get into contact with her father. I'm not very good at this. Um, so, that's fine. They did release her. Because, I mean, lucky her, she's already been through enough. So lucky. Lucky Fox. Lucky Fox. Yes, Lucky. My grammar is so off today, I swear. Okay. Um, she went home. Now this is where things start to take more of a turn. Not directly, because, trauma. But Lethal had began to hear voices, of course, and, just become a bit of a mess. There were things happening around her that just did not make sense anymore, to say the least. Sorry, I'm leaned on my arm and I'm losing feeling, so I'm having to, like, stop and... Um, so basically, as I said, Lethal began to hear voices. There were strange things happening around the house. Knocks randomly, things being pushed, stuff like that. Where you can feel like someone's tripping you. There was also hallucinations that she had. They're mainly of her brothers, but like not all, not entirely. Um, because that's just more visual hallucinations. Which if you read the book, there is stuff about that I think in there. I thought that was a headless person, and I was about to start freaking. But okay. Um, now my hand is falling asleep. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Okay. Um, aha. Right. Okay. So, basically, that began to happen. Her father was a lot worse. Okay, so it did get a bit physical. Yes. Physical abuse. Woo. Lovely. Love that. Right, guys? Nope, not at all. So basically, she'd undergone physical abuse, verbal abuse, stuff like that. Mental abuse. All the abuses. No, I'm just kidding. Not all abuses. She's never been like, yeah, we won't talk about that, but she never been that before. Um, one day, I guess you could say, Lethal was getting bad mentally. Like, of course, that's where every killer story starts. Not mentally sound at all anymore, of course, which she was not really mentally sound even before her brothers were there, but her brothers were like, kind of like an anchor, I guess. I don't really know, like, how to explain it, so I'll just use an anchor. They were kind of anchoring her to that mental stability, and then they died, so the anchor's gone. It's like a boat. A boat. Well, me and yeah, I just didn't phrase it right the first time. Like an anchor stops a boat from moving, but if it breaks, the boat's gonna move, right? So I feel like that's not a very good. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say here. Um, so basically, one day her father was drunk again. Holy crap! Oh, okay then. Don't know how I did that. All right, hello. That scared me. Her father was drunk again, and she got home. School day, of course. She's not doing too good. Um, Father was drunk. Lethal was not having it. That's all I'm gonna say. She was done. No, she had a plan. Okay, she had a plan. She went over different ways in which she would do it. However, she liked the idea of him suffering. Okay? So, what she did was. Keep in mind, he wasn't really out of it. Like, he was not passed out, drunk. Lucky him. How he hasn't not died of, like, you know, alcohol, like, stuff. I don't know. But, as I was saying, she got tired of it. She had a plan. She waited until it was dark. Okay? I know, right? Shocker, but not really. She waited till it was dark. She settled one plan. That would be choking, right? Because your fight or flight kicks in, you're gonna try to breathe, right? And it's just like you cannot. It's kind of being like underwater, drowning. You're gonna try to breathe, but you know you can't. You can, but you can't. You get it, you get it. If you've ever, like, let's not try to trigger too much trauma for anyone. But, yeah. So basically, she waited until it was dark, of course. Leave no evidence, in which she didn't relatively leave anything behind. Um, it wasn't. No, keep in mind, Lethal is little. Lethal is not the biggest. And you have to take that into consideration, but she was able to take her father, which then again, he was not at all, you know, sober. So, not really surprised. So once she did that, she took the cloth with her. which I guess you could say it was a rag, I don't know. It would have to be more of a ripped rag, though, because, relatively speaking, I don't think you would probably be able to fit a rag around your throat. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. But some sort of cloth, basically. And she ran off after that. Because, well, I mean, it's lethal, come on. She was probably on the run for a few days before she came across this strange, brown-headed, green-eyed, scarf-wearing person. Or should I say people? I think you'll get where I'm going with this. aka Homicidal Lou, or Sully. Now, altercation-wise, Lethal's not paying attention. Like, they were aware, but they were tired, so she was tired. Well, I'm using they, them pronouns for Lethal now. What the heck? What is happening? She was tired. So she was, you know, being in the forest for a little while, you can't really sleep. She was tired, so she wasn't directly paying attention. Lou just thought she was like another person that had wandered, for some reason, wandered into the cave. Not the cave, the forest. Oh my lord. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to understand this story at this point, by the way. I keep, like, retracking. Oh, okay then, hello. We're done. Anyways, Lou thought, huh? I'm not even gonna question that one. They left. Actually, that makes sense. Basically, Lou did try to jump Lethal. Well, it sort of worked, not directly, because Lethal did put up a fight, and of course, Lethal did not have anything, like, she did not grab any, like, sharp weapon or anything. She just had a rag. And her hoodie, you know, what you see her wear now. Okay, this, basically. If you're looking on the screen, this is what she wears, basically. She also has a fox necklace, but we won't get onto that. It was a fairly decent tussle, to say the least. Now, the question is, was it Lou or was it Sully? I don't know. I did not think that far. I'd like to think it wasn't Sully, because I feel like Sully would have probably had... He's more... What's the word? He's a bit more, you know, mean. By a bit, I mean a lot more mean, I'd imagine, than Lou. So, even though... Now, before you say anything, Lou doesn't kill, yada yada yada, it's just Sully, come on. Really, guys? Like, if it was just Sully, it wouldn't make any sense. Okay? Even then, unless I oh my gosh, remembering wrongly, my grammar sucks. I'm sorry. Then, didn't Sully entice Lou to kill the nurse? Or am I wrong? I probably am, but that's okay. Back to what I was saying. Altercation broke out, yada yada yada, there's a dream. Haha! That's what you get for trying to steal my coin. Okay. Basically, altercation broke out. Yada yada yada. I don't really know. This one's a bit difficult to explain. Zolgo appears. You know, stuff like that. You know, force. I don't know how to explain it, honestly. Like, I basically, that's really how it happened, though, like, relatively speaking. Then, which we won't get into, because I don't want to get into lore in which is the roleplay, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, is lore that's not even, like, actually lethal, but is lore for the roleplay. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. So yeah. I think I've covered everything. Oh yes. While I'm here, I might as well cover the dogs. Rogue, Diesel, and Phantom. Now, before we get into the thing, Diesel is, if I remember correctly, even though I 100% should know, an Aussie Husky mix. He's got more of a thicker coat like an Aussie. Well, as in longer? I don't know. But he's got a merle coat. I think it's black merle, is it blue? I don't know. I'm not very good at this. But his eyes are blue. He also has one ear that stands up, and one ear that kind of like... It almost stands up. I think you guys know what I mean. Like, it's kind of like perked, but not like fully perked. It's not a terrier ear. I don't know how to explain it. But, his tail also kind of... It doesn't really curl. But, yes. So that's Diesel. And then Phantom is a melanistic, which is a black... Which means black. Doberman. No coloration other than black. And then Rogue is a bi-colored German Shepherd, meaning he is black and tan. Which I was at one point thinking about making him silver, like a black and kind of like a silver color, but I changed my mind. Did not want it. Did not want to. At all. Now, age difference. Now, canonically, I think she would probably have Diesel, but not Rogue and Phantom. If we're going canons here, I do not think she would have Rogue and Phantom. It would just be Diesel, 100%. But, like, that's fine, because why not? Which Diesel would probably be the smallest of the three of them. So that's the thing. Thinking. I think that's really it. Like, what I need to speak about, I think that's it. Which, if you guys have any questions that you're wondering, you can let me know. Because I think I'm about... Yes. Okay, so we're gonna end with the murder mystery, so that way we can head to the tier list! Yay! The tier list, guys! Lovely. Oh, no. Come on now. Right, so, as I was saying before, I thought, honestly, no one was gonna be here. Basically, we're gonna end there with Murder Mystery. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like, come on. Have any questions about anything that maybe you're just wondering in general, or, yes. And about the black streak, honestly, I'd say she dyed it. I feel like I should have probably said that. She probably dyed it, honestly. Like, I didn't entirely think of a reason as to why the black streak, I just think it looks cool. So, that's why. But yes, any questions about anything that I've stated, or, just in general, just ask. Don't be afraid to ask, come on. But yes, I will see you guys in the tier list maker thing. And we're back. Okay, so we're honestly gonna start. So this is the tiers. Close friends, friends, meh, because yes, it's complicated, enemies, and who are you? Which is a fair thing to ask. So, we're gonna start off with some people. Some people I may not remember, and I might have honestly missed someone. Discord friend, if you're watching this and I missed you, I am sorry. I will try to get back at you later. I don't know if it'll be in a video or not. It depends. So we'll start with this way. So, we have... I think this is Puppeteer. I think. Honestly, I don't think Lethal would know who that is. Then we have Bloody Painter. I think that's Bloody Painter. I'd say they're not like friends, but that scared me. Well, this one I'm not so sure about. Okay, Nina, I want to say it's complicated because I just feel like she would not be able to deal with the struggle of, like, just her energy. I feel like her energy is way off, and I just can't see it. We have, no, these two, it's not Nova, but it is Nova, as in, from the roleplay. So, Nova, aka Moon Knight. Unless they change it and I forgot, which is possible. So, for these two, it's more roleplay based. The wolf right there, and then the blue streaked person. It's just there. So, I'm gonna put them at meh, and if they're watching this, I'm sorry. The reason I'm putting it at meh is because of past lore and as well as, like, so that's why. I'm also gonna put, I'd say the wolf is chill, I think. So we're gonna put them at friends. Smile Dog. I'd say she wouldn't like Granny. I don't know. Just something about Lethal makes me feel like she wouldn't actually like Granny for some reason. And I just don't know why. But I feel like she'd be fine with Smile. Well, actually, we'll put it there. I'm trying to, like, go down the list. Okay, Laughing Jack. She would definitely know who Laughing Jack is, but I feel like it would be complicated for them as well. I just feel like she would find Laughing Jack more annoying. Okay, so Sally, definitely. Like, I just feel like I don't know. I just see Lethal having some sort of, like, sibling bond. If you know what I mean? I just feel like they would be friends. Okay, now Clockwork. No. No reason, I just don't think. Personally, I'm not a fan of Clockwork. You can bash me in the comments if you want. I'm just not a fan of them at all. And so I'm gonna put that bias opinion into Lethal's, and it's no. Ben. Jane. Say they're friends. Now, why don't we save the proxies for last? Let's save the. Well, then we'll have to do lose. Okay, EJ. Friends. Jeff, it's complicated. 100%. Okay, now we have these guys. So, Hoodie. Feel like she'd be okay with Hoodie. The reason, okay, so you may ask why I just moved Masky to, like, complicated. I feel like if they, like, absolutely needed to, they could get along. But it was like, no. But Slenderman, big no. I thought I had Zalgo in here. I guess I did not. Whoops. My bad, guys. Sorry. Toby is a big no. Now, so this is the struggle. Now, you notice there's two of Lou. However, the one holding the sign actually says Sully, so that's what I just decided, no, Lou and Sully, two different people. Why not? Close friends with Lou. Now, here's the struggle, is thinking about Sully. Because I won't say they're enemies, I won't say it's complicated. I don't know where to put them. Okay, bash me later. I'm just gonna put them right there, because really there's nothing I can do. Bash me in the comments for that too. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But I'm sorry. So yes, this is basically Lethal's tier list of everyone. With just a few, more like just one, biased opinion, I promise. So yes, this is if you want to see any more rankings of like others that I missed, which Zolgo would also be an enemy. Just gonna put that out there because I feel like you guys are definitely gonna ask. Zolgo is an enemy. But anyways, if I missed anyone that you wanted to know if Lethal, like, what their relationship status was, if they were friends or not, let me know, please. I will gladly put it in the tier list as long as there are a few. So yeah, that's cool, I think. Pretty sure. Also, before I end the recording here, would you guys be interested in me possibly just, like, recording stories that I have typed? Because I could upload them to Wattpad, but, I mean, what's the fun in that? You know what I mean? Like, I could, and I probably might. I don't know. I have a few stories, as in few, I have 2, and I have an idea for another one, which they would be somewhat short stories. The reason I say somewhat is because I get ideas and randomly upload, like, parts to it. But, would you guys be interested in that? Like, me just recording me reading it? And just, like, having something playing in the background, or just, like, a random screen of something, like, you know, black with, like, wisps running around, I don't know. But, so yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in that, too. I think that's really it. So I will see you guys whenever, I don't know when. Next recording, I guess. Bye.